Welcome all to the final episode of Stories of the TMJFB. I really hope you've enjoyed this series. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit fun. I started the first one of these, I feel like almost a month ago, just trying to test this software with Ryan, and the recordings were all over the place as I put other stuff out there, and so I really had fun doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I might do one more about myself, but we'll see. I saved John for last, mostly because I have so many stories about John that I feel like it's hard to narrow it down. Like, if you want to see a guy who can eat Jell-O without chewing, John's your guy. You know, there's so many different things, but I'm going to dive into the story about John Fleszar's wedding rings. Now, John, of course, and Jeff, and probably Ryan immediately know the story and know exactly where it's going, but it's pretty amazing, and so I just want to jump in. So, my grandpa and grandma live on a lake, and every so often, they have a rock wall that covers, about maybe a half acre kind of width against the lake, and so every year or every couple of years, the rock wall basically kind of starts sliding down, and you have to go in and kind of put the rocks back up, and so it'll slide down, and you got to put them back up, and so we had kind of scheduled out this time where me, John, Jeff, who else was there, Jim, and my dad were there, and we were all gonna kind of get in the water and help do this rock wall to get it up there, while all the girls were inside, and who knows, maybe Ryan was hiding inside. No, I don't think he was there, I'm just kidding. So we get to work, and we do about half of it, and somebody had mentioned at this point, hey, yeah, you remember when Ryan lost his ring in this lake? Everyone's like, oh, yeah, that was funny, and we're kind of poking at him a little bit. Yeah, that was so stupid. He lost his ring skiing in the lake, and da-da-da-da. And then I look over at John, and he puts his hands up like this, and I guess I should do this. He goes, and I believe some expletives came out because his wedding ring was gone, and he knows for a fact that he had it when he actually went into the water, for a fact. So he knows that it's gone. And so we finish up the rock wall, and we look up on the rocks for this ring, and we're not going to find this ring. Like, there's no way. And so we're looking, we don't find it. And so I believe the next strategy that we had was that John had talked to Jim about buying like a lesser ring and trying to pass it by as the original ring, and not telling Stacy about the ring. And we all knew that Stacy would probably notice right away, and because they had just gotten married, I feel like it wasn't that long. And so that all happened, and that's a side story. But at some point, somebody had this idea that hey, Dan, you have like a metal detector, right? And he was like, yeah. He's like, does it work in the water? And Dan was like, I have no idea. So we left, and then, didn't think much of it. And then a few weeks later, we decided to go back up to the lake. And this time we were going to spend the night at the lake. And Dan decided, hey, I'm going to go find that metal detector and bring it up there. I'm going to look for John's ring. And we're all looking at him like, it's a waste of space in the car to bring that thing. Like, what's the point? Why are you even bringing that thing? And we kind of give him a hard time about it, and he's like, no, I'm gonna bring it, So he does, and we end up getting there for dinner, and we do our thing in the lake, and we spend the night, we're sleeping, and me and my sister were in the same room, and I remember Dan getting up early, like 7 a.m., and he went down to the lake with this metal detector and his little, scoop bucket, and we're just looking at each other like, going back to bed. This is such a, waste of time, right? And so all of a sudden, we're awake and we're chilling in our room, and we just hear this scream, just, yeah! Mother, yeah! Just expletives flying out of Dan's mouth, and we're looking at each other like, you've got to be kidding me. We run out there. He found the ring in the lake about a foot under the sand. He actually found the thing, and we were just stunned. absolutely stunned. I think John went and did buy that secondary ring, but we were able to get it back to John, and it was just like... And funny enough, this isn't the only time John lost his ring that I know of, because another time was back when, I'm trying to think when this was. It was quite a while ago. It was probably 6 years ago, at least. I don't even think I was married yet, so it was probably longer than that. It was probably 10 years ago. Wow, old. So John gave Dan a call and said, "Hey, you still got that metal detector?" And Dan was like, yeah, I do. And he said, "Well, I was playing catch with my dog, Fry, and I lost my ring. I lost my ring in the yard, and I cannot find it." So we pack up our stuff, we get out there, and I think we ate dinner. I don't remember what we did. And Dan pulls out the metal detector, and he starts going forward, because it was like, okay, where were you? And you're throwing like the football or whatever the ball was, you're throwing it this way. So Dan started going straight and started metal detecting, and for whatever reason in my head I was like, okay, if you're throwing the ball, like, you're getting that big arc going, which you can't see, but you're getting the big arc going, which for some reason, now that I'm thinking about it, he's right-handed. His ring would have been on his left hand, so my theory didn't even make any sense. But my theory was that when he was coming back to throw, the ring slid off and went backwards, which, again, right now, doesn't make sense. But anyway, I went for it, and I took like 3-4 steps back, and I actually found the ring that time without the metal detector, so that was pretty awesome. It's just funny stuff, man. It's like, how does that happen? I don't know if John lost a bunch of weight, or if that ring was just way too big, or what was going on. I have no idea, but yeah, anyway, guys, those are my 2 John stories that I thought were funny. I hope you enjoy the series. Again, I'm going to try to think of a story about myself right now, and if I can think of one in the next like 10 seconds, then I'll get an extra day of content for you guys and throw one out there for me. But hey, I don't know if there's going to be anything past this. We'll see. Appreciate you guys. I've been doing some content just for the heck of it that isn't related to our league. If you want to check it out, cool. Yeah, we'll see if this leads to anything. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see, guys. But it's been fun, regardless. It's given me something to do, and I appreciate you guys.